I'm tracking. Hello. Hi. Welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a empath. I like having these little talks about how I feel about things. I just collect data all day while I tend to Mom's needs. It's kind of weird. I was talking to messaging an old buddy. She makes really good chicken enchiladas. A little while ago, and I think about where I was when we hung out a lot, and you know how far life has come, what the earth has become. It's such a trip, man. The last 20 years have just gone by in a blink of an eye, and man, the plot twist, I tell you what. So it was a pretty good day, pretty, I don't know, mellow day, except for getting stuck in the mud in the front yard. Got stuck pretty good. I was beginning to contemplate calling AAA just to come pull me out. But after about 20-25 minutes of forwards a little bit, backwards a lot. Forwards a little bit, backwards more. Forwards a little bit, backwards, you know. I made it out. But it is pretty freaking gnarly. It is pretty touch and go. See, and it just makes me miss the big red truck. So that was interesting. What? And I had two of the dog. I had 50% of the dogs with me. I had Luna and Tucker with me. That was Tucker's first outing since he got hurt. He hurt his back since he got a little loose in the caboose. We got stuck and I had to walk him back in. That sucked. Through the mud and stuff. I had to put on my old freaking work boots. And, oh man, it was dirty, dirty, dirty. But that's a good girl. Anyway, Mom had a good day. It's a pretty uneventful day. It's just snow's melting. We're supposed to get snow overnight tonight. Tomorrow is going to be weird. Tomorrow is one of those days where it's like, we're going to see what happens. Because I've heard several people give their take on things. And the astrology is saying, a few different people are saying that weird stuff is going to happen. Or, you know, or their take on it. And in history, the 24th has been weird. I know people, yeah. We'll see, I guess. We'll just see. Weird stuff is happening in the news. All this freaking, it's like mainstream. There's a dude that freaking admitted freaking going in and hacking up his neighbor, not his wife, his neighbor. And then they freaking like, it was a weird story. The whole story was weird. Then he cooked it up and fed it to his family to release evil spirits and stuff like that, man. Keep your friends close, man. Keep your friends close. You know, they've been preparing people for years by desensitizing them with stuff like Walking Dead and stuff like that. Oh, it's just, God, it's just, the world has gotten so crazy. What else? I wasn't going to do a talk today because nothing's going on. And I hate just coming on here and just talking. Unless I have like key points. I made my pork chili. And I cut onions earlier. And I just rubbed my eye. And that ain't good to do. Good thing I didn't really get in there. But man, it does sting a little bit right now. Peace Dealer did his daily thing. Dude, total shade toward gematria. It was freaking hilarious. But it was wild. I was like, okay, well, I guess I know where he stands there. Oh, my account got my Outlook account. I had to re-verify. I've had to do this like a few times, and I've had this account for a long time. I mean, if you think about like data print, digital print of like just where my Social Security has been tied to, it's been tied to a lot of stuff. I even had it top secret for a second. Wasn't very long. But I did for a little while. I've had one. Yep. But mostly it was just secret. Anyway, my account, my name has been related to a lot of stuff. See, it was funny. I was watching the Good Doctor, the episode this week. It's Leah. She had to save the network. It was I hate when they do like freaking tech shows because it's most of the time it's just like they just say a bunch of technical terms, but it's like it's not like, I mean, yeah, people, there's ransom software and there's actual freaking cities that have paid the ransom. So you don't get your shit back. You don't. It just hosts your system's host up, and just hopefully you have a backup and stuff. But the warfare that people are choosing is bizarre. Like I read that, or there's an article last week or recent about the dude that tried to freaking spike the freaking city water. It's just weird. If people are trying to do stuff. See, now if you don't have the malicious heart, if you don't have the heart to cause harm to people, that you just really can't believe that people will go through the effort to do such nonsensical. It's just, to me, it's just nonsense. People just do things just to see if they can. Just to prove that they can. It's so weird. So, security. What is security, really? I mean, what keeps a person secure? My security comes from my faith in God, knowing that He's always taking care of me and Mom. And it might have been seconds and inches and felt real close from time to time. But, man, He's really come through with some freaking really big, huge freaking memes. Thankfully. And it's just so weird to see all the people that are freaking, that don't live for the glory of God, that don't even appreciate God, acknowledge God, that they perpetuate the Lucy fairy tale theater. It's weird that it's all the cool kids love the Lucy fairy tale theater. It's so weird how that happened. When did that happen? I mean, I don't know, guys, always just kind of been there in my life, but I didn't realize that there were so many people that were praising and glorifying and worshiping other gods for weird reasons. And it's not, I don't even trip on the stuff that's outworldly. I don't even trip on that. That stuff doesn't even trip me up because I've always seen it. I never lived in a world without it. So when I see people that, are like, waking up to the realization of the reality of, all things possible, multi-universe, and that all that's not real, I was talking about that today. I was like, Mom, our whole lives are based on what people can't identify to be true in actual events. And hers more so than mine. People say, that doesn't happen. And these are actual courses of events of our lives. That doesn't happen. And so because people just can't freaking fathom the realization of a world that exists where those things happen, and they happen a lot, that because of that, then just people were just, okay, alright, didn't happen. It's just weird. But it happens to so many people. So much weird shit happens to so many people. And I think that's what one of the balances that are coming into effect right now. Is what I think. Is that people, not everybody gets to live a freaking fluffy fairy tale freaking, what do you call it? What are the words I'm trying to think of? Inheritance. what is that trust fund lifestyle, you know? So now it's just kind of balancing out a little bit. Everything's gonna get all wonky and weird. It's just so weird. You just gotta kind of just don't retain. Just be a spectator to everything you see. That's what I try to do. I just observe. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. You know, and whatever comes up in life, they're just little puzzles. Okay, how do I get out of this one? All right, I'm stuck in the mud in a freaking minivan. Confounded. If I had the big red truck, I wouldn't be stuck in the mud right now. Or if I was, I could just put it on four-wheel drive and get right on out of here. I miss the big red truck. So, what else is going on in the world right now? Early blooms. Daffodils are blooming. I listened to Jesse's talk this morning. I struggled with it. It's that guy. It's me. It's not him. It's me. It's the parts in me. And where I was when I acted like that. And we aren't even the same. I mean, we have different backgrounds, but still, I know I've acted that way. Because that's how I know when people, like, their behavior bugs me. I'm like, okay, when did you act like that? And what were you going through? See, it's a lot different when you try to come from a place of understanding. It's not as quite as easy. Being painfully self-aware is stupid. Let's see what's going on in the world right now. I don't even know. What kind of... What's the next big thing? What's the next big thing? Because they're kind of beating this... They're kind of beating this whole thing. They're beating an old horse. So... a lot of police are getting in trouble. A lot of people making bad decisions. It doesn't matter what side of the law people are on. It's just a lot of people making bad choices. And it's just like, why do they think that... What do they think the outcome is going to be? Like they're going to get, you know, like at a TV show, it's going to wrap it up in the end and we're going to get out of it. Well, aren't you the cutest little dog girl? Aren't you a cute little dog girl? Look at you. Are you flirting? Are you flirting? Are you making eyes with me? Are you flirting? What you doing? It's just weird. An 18-wheeler hits a fuel train in Texas. Well, that's not going to be a good outcome. And that gender reveal device explosion kills father-to-be. Why do they do that? What? It's just, you'd think you wouldn't want to dabble with explosives if you were going to be new parents, but people just things that wasn't I just saying things that seem like a good idea, people just aren't doing them. Look at it, so weird. Why? India's going crazy. I'll being a farmer in India right now. That's crazy. The whole world is going down this spiral. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Try and make local the best place it can be wherever you live. Try and make it, just go out and be good to the people that are there, because that's the only world you're going to have for a little while, I think. I don't know, because, well, unless you do all this stuff to comply to travel and stuff like that. And that stuff I ain't even willing to do. That Gerard Depardieu was charged in a rape. A case that they brought up from 2018. 22-year-old girl, he's 72. It's fucking disgusting, dude. You know what? I'm a female, and I'm a lesbian, The thing is, and to each his own, whatever. I personally have a hard time with, I don't care what the freaking relation, these huge age gaps, it's fucking weird to me. And I'm going to be 47 soon. I look at young girls in their 20s. I'm like, oh my God, they look like they're 12 to me. And I know that, it's just, ew, it's all that seedy stuff is coming out. What, Lou? Are we way past your last stroll? All right, I'll be out in a minute. Okay. Well, no. Don't boss me. She's so bossy. She's a bossy bitch. So, just try not to get too fixed on whatever comes up across your stream or even out there, because just weird stuff. I'm kind of used to it, but I mean, it gets old. So, what up, by the state? I'm gonna get going because I gotta take my dog out. I just trying to be in the spirit of continuity and listen to you. You know what? The last 3 nights we've gone out, and you know what you do? She gets crazy around the moon stuff, and because her name's Luna. But she goes out, and then we walk around. I'm like, okay, it's cold. Go, and she won't go, and then she doesn't go to the bathroom, and she waits until the morning. But I'm just like, are you coughing? Are you dry? Go wet your whistle. So it's the new moon, full moon in Virgo is coming up. Vedic, depends on Vedic anyway. But I hope folks are faring well and they're finding some joy in their life, and the days aren't too trite and monotonous and redundant, and you're finding the beauty in the good stuff. And I hope people, at least